Aloha and welcome to another boat story. Today we're going to go take these bikes. They're free. You just have to pay $5 for the deposit. And we're going to go see the mushroom houses.
I'm trying out the granny bike.
The granny bike? Is that what you call it? I call it a basket bike.
All right, let's go with basket bike.
Basket bike?
It's a tricycle, which I've never tried, but you know what? Check out the ample seat.
That is a nice seat. I think you got the nicest seat of all.
I'm not going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, and don't even have to balance it. No. All right, so we're off. Beautiful sunshine today. It's just down the street here. Should be there in just a little bit. So just follow along. We'll see you in just a little bit. Aloha. We are Sava, Cynthia, and Alex, along with our two dogs, Lucy and Shadow. We're traveling America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile North American waterway from Florida to Canada and back down via the Mississippi. Follow us on this journey on our boat called Mahalo. From the marina, we will ride the bikes down Clinton Street to the corner of Park Avenue and Grant. We will loop around the triangle of mushroom homes before heading south on Park Avenue to the Boulder mushroom homes. So we got a green light here.
This is a no pedestrian crossing. We need to go to the pedestrian crossing.
Okay.
We are not in the right place.
I'm gonna cross the road here. Well, I should have been on the bike, I think, to make it a roll across. But I was waiting for you. That's my excuse anyway. Let's go with that. So we're going straight from the marina down this road. This handlebar is really far apart. Pretty church though.
Which way?
Straight across.
Four-way stop. Well, it's only a two-way stop.
On the way to the mushroom houses, nice little playground right here. Just something to keep in mind, and a drinking fountain and a doggy fountain underneath. Oh, Lucy will like that when we walk her this evening. Here's the public library right here. All right, here we are. That's the entrance to the channel we came through yesterday. There's Cynthia and Alex right there. The Pines was built in 1886 and was the only house that he did not build, but only created the facade for the house. The half house Earl built here in 1947 had problems with zoning, so he just cut the house in half and cut it right on the property line. The thatch house was the first full house Earl Young built from the ground up in 1919. It was also the only one he actually had blueprints for. He later regretted that he built such a big house. But it fell into disrepair, and in 2015 it was remodeled by a South African who brought in all the thatch in from the Netherlands.
So we were just saying they have a great view. Zav will pan back to the little house, and this one here, I think is called the thatch house. And
the sun just disappeared. We had beautiful sunshine like 3 minutes ago.
No clouds.
No clouds. Now it's just silhouettes. And some more of the mushroom houses right here. The Teed, I think is what he called it. This one right here. It's a little tiny house. House 308. Aloha. This is the Abide house, and he just mentioned that he didn't like kitchens. It's only 50 square feet and it's very tiny. And they say all the houses have very, very tiny kitchens unless they've been remodeled. This is the back of the Abide house, Alex, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. It's the back of the Abide. Not a lot of space, let's put it that way.
But the new owner renovated it into a separate dwelling and added thatching to pull it all together. He also owns the cottage and rents all three out separately.
The mushroom house is one of two houses on Clinton Street that were already built when Earl purchased the land. Instead of tearing them down, he decided to work on the facade and cedar shingling, adding enough of his style to make them fit perfectly with the surrounding mushroom houses. The carriage house. So, what's your thoughts so far?
Very interesting. This is the last one, I guess, of this area that he completed before moving on to the commercial houses.
Which is the carriage house, right?
So it's the last house he did,
Mm-hmm.
but he used the same stone to connect it to the wall of the first house that he did. And everything is in like a triangle. So very interesting. He loved large windows. I don't know if you can see it here, but the roof undulates.
Yeah, it's not straight.
It is not straight.
Very little things are straight.
And as we just learned in the mushroom house, the original one, that one, the lady that bought it in 1960, she paid for it, but then she ended up spending more just to have the roof finished or redone than she did for the house. So quite the upkeep for these owners that decide to purchase these landmarks.
From the Park Avenue mushroom homes, we head towards the Boulder mushroom homes, starting at Lakeshore Drive with a quick comfort stop at the hospital and onto Boulder Avenue before we head back to the marina. Just asked Cynthia if she wanted to give up her basket bike. Nope. It has a bigger seat, looks more comfortable. They're doing a nice bike trail or walking path here. They've been working on that. Hospital straight ahead, and that's where we should see some more of the mushroom houses. But all the houses here look really, really nice.
My favorite.
Well, that was out loud, Cindy. On film.
Yes.
Or SD card these days. All right, quick pit stop here at the Charlevoix Hospital. So, the comfort station. Now you're gonna have to admit, the hospital's got a beautiful view of Lake Michigan right here. Wow. Perfect spot. Charlevoix Hospital right here. Just stopped in there, used the comfort station, got some water, just free water at the cafeteria. Boulder Park. Yeah, we have arrived. Is she going to be able to brake in time?
On any slant, it feels like you're going to fall over. Oh, here it is, Boulder, right here.
Earl started building this house in 1928, but then lost it to the bank during the Great Depression. He was able to finish it up 11 years later when he bought it back from the bank. All right, so this is the Boulder Manor. As you can see, it's written on the boulder to the right of the house. And they cut everything down in front of them so that they have this nice view. And look how smooth that is today. We should be on the water today instead of doing the 4 or 5 foot waves. What do you think, Alex?
This is very ideal.
This is ideal. Yeah, and we're in the harbor this time. That's all right. Not sure if that's a dog park, Alex. It's got chairs there and they got a picture of a dog. What do you think, Cynthia? Is that a dog park? Dogs. Look at the chairs though. It's got 6 big chairs. I didn't even see those 2 right there.
Oh, there's a sign there. That probably lets you know if dogs are allowed or not.
So this is the one that owns the lakefront. Yeah. And unlike Hawaii, where you can't own the waterfront, you can do so here, obviously in Michigan. The Panama house was built for Herman Panama in 1930. This house has a different stone pattern never used before or after by Earl Young. This is still the Panama house. This is really, really, really big. And they may even have a pool back there. Who knows? But they got a beautiful view of Lake Michigan right here.
Cedar shape, and it had 3 French doors in front. It was originally painted off-white with dark red trim and had a cedar-shaped roof along with original windows and doors. While remaining beautiful, it is just very different from the original look of the house.
Probably the prettiest of them all, I think, this thatch house right here. Thank you for joining us for this tour of the mushroom houses in Charlevoix. We used the self-guided tour by mushroomhousetours.com, which at the time was $10 to download, and it worked out really well for us. On your way out, do us a favor please and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you again next time as we continue our Great Loop adventure.